Okay, so we're back now. What we're going to demonstrate now is an actual unit under test that we have in-house. And we're going to talk through first and foremost the ITA itself. The interface test adapter was manufactured by Universal Synaptics. You can see the 50-pin D-sub into the tester at J1. And then you can see 4 separate connections here. Basically, just opposite gender mating connectors for the interface test adapter to be able to plug into both ends to close the loop of the desired harness test. Okay, here is our unit under test, which is just a simple harness here with 4 connectors on one end and that main connector on P1. Okay, so auto map has already been previously ran. So we're going to show the full suite of tests just like we did during the demonstration. Tony's just simply selecting the maps. Click Start. And continuity test first. Continuity shows some red. Okay, so we'll zoom in here. You can see on the fault isolation on the left-hand side, it's showing some continuity open issues. So for analysis on the right-hand side, we'll zoom in a bit more, and you can see that expected value. That is what AutoMap found when we did AutoMap this harness previously. And you can see the measured values. It's simply just outside of tolerance, which is default on this system, plus or minus 2 ohms. So those tolerances can be widened, so these would not show as red or continuity incontinuity results as issues. So all we'd simply do is widen those tolerances, but there are no real issues on this cable from a continuity perspective. So if there were real issues, we would recommend repair at this point as a concept of operations. But because we know these are just tolerance issues, we're going to proceed with our test and move to shorts. You can see shorts test is happening. Passes. And now we're in intermittence mode. So now is when intermittence, like we mentioned, it comes to life with environmental stimulus. So Tony is simply going to manipulate the cable. And we find in our experience as intermittent fault detection experts, most of your intermittent type issues happen with wear and tear on the connections or human error. But Tony's basically just wringing out this ITA. Like we mentioned before, you can use a vibration tool, whatever you like to simulate. And because of the sensitivity with which we listen, down to 50 nanoseconds on every circuit we're connected to, this technology will pick up those intermittent events if they exist. Okay, so Tony has done a walkthrough of the stimulus, and as you can see on the tester results screen, there are no issues. So this cable would be considered intermittent free, and we would stop our test and proceed. It will not stop at fault isolation because there were no intermittent issues to troubleshoot or take further to root cause. And you can see once again, reports finished. Just to look at that report out on the desktop, full report. Continuity showed those tolerance issues. You can see the tolerance plus or minus right there that we talked, plus or minus 2 that can be widened. Shorts passed, and then intermittence passed. So this cable is considered intermittent free. There are no continuity or shorts issues as well. We'll now proceed to hooking up another harness, same type of harness, just the next one. I'll leave the video running and show Tony disconnect and work that process. So same type of unit under test. It's going to connect P1 and then proceed to connect the 4 channels. Okay, so Tony's now connected. Focus in and zoom in on the screen. He'll simply just click reset. Then once again select the map. Obviously another like component will track these by serial. Continuity. Same thing we already discussed here. All of those are just simply out of tolerance. No real continuity issues. Move to shorts, path. Now we're in intermittence mode. This time, instead of doing just manual stimulus, we have our vibration tool here, which is simply just a Theragun, a portable Theragun, and Tony can use that to provide environmental stimulus. Runs it up and down the length of the cable. All while monitoring everything simultaneously and continuously. Okay, this cable looks clean as well. So we click stop when we're done. Play. No fault isolation and reports. So that cable set is also considered intermittent free.